Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In today's session, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite lead sources. But this is not your granddaddy's lead source. This lead source we are going to unpack today brings it home, and in my opinion, is the quickest way to generate momentum and ultimately deals, regardless if you've been in the market for 10 years or for 10 minutes. Yes, you guessed it. Open houses, baby. In case you forgot, I'm Jeff Renevere, and let's get after it here today. Thank you for being a part of our 13% Club. In our last session, we unpacked what it looked like to create a cadence, a communication plan, not only to connect with the folks who already know, like, and ultimately trust you, but to provide value to them. Remember this one thing. If you're going to remember anything that I have to say today, it's if you are constantly delivering value to your people, they will rarely side button you or even unsubscribe. Let's face it, if they want to unsubscribe to the countless spam-like emails, why would they unsubscribe from you? It's easy. You're providing no value, which means no attention of mine. As I teased in the intro, this is not your granddaddy's open house. No. Today's open house process, it's just that. It's a process. It's not showing up 10 minutes before it starts. It's not showing up throwing directional signs from the highway into the neighborhood. It's not throwing a couple balloons up. It's not having a couple cookies that you hoped are fresh enough to serve to yourself or to the neighbors. But this is the real deal. So let's unpack this bad boy. So remember, the reason we do an open house is to generate both seller and buyer. Honestly, just having the listing, it's going to generate buyer leads, right? We all get that if marketed correctly. So the real reason for doing an open house is to generate more listings. Hello. So let's talk about what this event really is. Aren't they a launch event? It really sounds, if done properly, this is a full-blown event where we are bringing a new property to sale. We're bringing it to market in a way that we can market, build demand, create urgency, and of course, control showings to showcase our skills and the property. So remember what I said earlier, if you sound like every other agent, don't expect it to be treated differently than every other agent. We have to explain these common events in an uncommon way. So Mr. and Mrs. Seller, what do you think about doing a grand opening of your home? Mr. and Mrs. Seller, what do you think about champagne and charcuterie event? Oh, you don't like charcuterie? What are your thoughts about tacos and tequila? Ladies and gentlemen, this is not rocket science. You have to create momentum. You have to create urgency. You have to create scarcity. By throwing events, you are doing all of those things. So I've never, in all of my years, have met a seller that was excited about an open house. In fact, when the market gets so hot, many sellers refuse to do an open house altogether. It's bad for them, and it's really bad for you. They get fewer eyeballs on the property, which theoretically reduces the competition for the property, yielding them a less desirable offer with less desirable terms. You miss out on the marketing opportunities to demonstrate your professionalism and, of course, your capabilities to generate both seller and buyer leads. So instead, what about using a launch event as part of your proven process? You bring properties to the market on a Thursday. You take calls on a Friday about the product. You schedule showings on Saturdays and Sundays during your launch event. We take offers on Monday, and guys, we're under contract by Tuesday. It's an absolutely amazing process. The truth of the matter is this: it's a process. You have to follow it to the letter of the law. The seller, rather than dealing with showing after showing and, oh my gosh, I got to get the dog out of the garage and all the things, they can schedule themselves out of the house during the launch event, the open house, and you'll be there to ensure that the home is in its best condition for viewing, because you're going to get there 45 minutes to an hour before it absolutely starts. So during that event, there will be other attendees in the property during showings, which creates the urgency and fear of loss. In theory, generates better offers with better terms, which is a very good thing for the seller.
Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. I'm going to get you right back to the video, but most of you know me as a real estate broker, or maybe somebody who's built and scaled one of the fastest growing sales organizations in the country. What you may not know is that I also work with other sales professionals and leaders that are looking to grow and scale their businesses and just live badass lives. The one place that I have everybody start, the very first spot, is the lethal scripts for the Sales Warrior. I'm going to give you one for free today just so that you can get a little taste of what it is that we're doing out there. So click on the link below. We'll send you the information and let's get back to the video.
So regardless if it's your listing or not, this is the process you want to follow. You want to create an event. You want to circle prospect. You want to have flyers. You want to do all of the different things that we've been talking about forever. But the first things first, you're going to invite the neighbors. Well, Jeff, why in the world would I invite the neighbors? They already live here. Well, here's why. Prior to 2021, the average move from one house to another house was less than 10 miles. That's literally right around the corner. Are you kidding me? So first things first, you're going to invite the neighbors. And you're going to knock on the door and you're going to say, hello, my name is Jeff with ABC Realty. You probably noticed that I just listed the property at 123 Banana Street. I promised the seller that I would stop by and personally invite all the neighbors to a private showing of the property Saturday from 2 to 4 o'clock. I would love to show you the property and get your opinion on how we price the home. Would you be able to make it? Guys, yes. If they're in town, they're coming. Want to know why? Because they're nosy. Want to know why? Because I want to see how they remodel the home. You want to know why? I want to see what color paint they picked in the kitchen. Guys, they want to come. So great. Look forward to seeing you there. By the way, I know that the sale of this property is going to impact the value of your home. When that happens, would you like to know what that value is? Yes. Great. Awesome. Would you prefer email or text? Text. What's a good phone number for you? Is there any changes to the status of the property? I'll make sure you're one of the first to know. Why is this important? Well, not only did we invite them, not only did we make a connection, not only do they now feel a little more comfortable with this, we just got their phone number or their email address. Holy grail type stuff. Amazing. So then when it goes to pending status, you either pick up the phone or you knock on their door and say, hey, John, it's Jeff again. I know, I promise you I was going to call you. The minute this thing moved from one status to the next, just want to let you know that the property at 123 Banana Street, in fact, in 2 weeks, did go under contract. You're going to have a new neighbor soon. I just wanted to pass that along to you. Wonderful, great. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Awesome. 40 days later, hey, John, it's Jeff again. I know, can you believe it? 123 Banana Street did sell. It sold for this price. It sold for that number of beds, baths, whatever information that they ask for. You can share that with them now that it is sold. John, when we first met, I asked you if you would like the new value of your home based off of this sale. Is that something you still want? Excellent. Great. Is text still preferred method, or would you rather me email it to you? Awesome. I'll drop it off next week when I have it done, or in 2 days, or whatever the deal is. Guys, listen, when you follow the launch process, you will blow out your competition. They are not doing it this way. You need to do it this way. This is the only way to do an open house, because remember, yes, your job is to generate buyers, and you're going to just by simply listing the home. But more importantly, you're showcasing your skill set to the sellers. So we're attracting buyers through the 10-day process. We're knocking on doors, we're calling people, we're doing the events, we're doing all that stuff. We're attracting sellers by calling them, knocking on their door, inviting them to the open house, keeping them informed of what just occurred in the market or on that property. And then would you agree that every home on your street, regardless of when it sells or what it sells for, directly impacts the home in your neighborhood? Wonderful. I'll send you a new value. Guys, you are not illustrating, you're demonstrating what it is that you do as a professional. This is a massive differentiator between you and the person down the street who works for a different brand. Guys, I'm telling you what, when you provide value on a regular, consistent basis, being engaged regularly, they, your consumer, cannot forget about you. We'll see you guys next time.